So this video shows some vertical plyometric progressions and variations. This is a most simple one where I'm just jumping on a vertical or elevated platform and I'm just absorbing the shock with the knee slightly bent and ankle bent as well. In this next one here, I am having slightly higher forces through the knees, the ankles and the hips as I'm jumping vertically up and down, but not on an elevated platform but on the same spot. In this one here, this variation is known as a double leg depth drop. I am landing with both legs off an elevated platform and absorbing the shock. You can see that my knees are bending, my hips are bending, my ankles are bending. It's a good way to progress any ankle, knee or hip kind of injury / rehab. In this one here, this is known as a double leg depth drop and jump. I am landing off an elevated platform and absorbing the shock, but immediately I use that force to propel myself upwards and land again. It's a progression from the previous double leg depth drop in that we have to land, absorb the force, but also propel upwards again. This is known as a single leg depth drop, similar in the sense that we are doing we're dropping off an elevated platform. So it's actually a progression from the previous one in the sense that we are doing a depth drop, no jumping after, but we're only doing it in single leg, which means more force to the knee, ankle and hip for that leg. And the last one, we're doing a single leg depth drop and jump. I am dropping in a single leg off an elevated platform. I have to absorb force all through that leg, through the ankle, the knee and the hip, but then I have to propel myself upwards again after I land. So it's going to be a slightly more difficult, slightly more complex, and also more force through the joints on that limb. But the main thing is, if we can reach this point, our lower limb rehab is pretty sweet.